After the partnership had been rumored, LAFC made an official announcing a partnership with Las Vegas Lights. Brian Hermosillo, our Lights correspondent, joins us now to talk about the fan reaction.
I think they are saddened, but optimistic about the situation at the same time. Uh, I don't think the term farm team went down well with them. I believe it was Bill that first aired that out, that, basically called them the farm team for LAFC. That's, it sounds pretty insulting. I'd like to see more as an academy, but the fans were pretty upset at that. And we've seen memes, the whole jealous boyfriend or with the girlfriend, like, does the team want to be, LAFC? Do the players want to be Vegas Lights players, or do they want to be known as LAFC scrubs? And among other things, I think that was the feeling towards it.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it. Is the sense a bit more of we don't want to be affiliated with LAFC, or is it more like, oh, we're happy that we have the help? Because from what I heard, the team wasn't in the best scenario. Are they excited about the LAFC partnership and still angry about it in some ways, or overall they just don't want it?
I think that there was already a disconnect with the supporters leading into this because the owner was, I would say, felt out of touch, not really guided in the sense of football. The whole Winalda gate, that was pretty insulting to the fans. I don't think it's so much the LAFC connection as much as it is the situation and the logistics behind it, as in, basically the only time they're going to be around Vegas is during match day. A lot of the more traditional Vegas Lights supporters and they're fans of the city, of the local football. So they're more angry that whole local player guarantee thing might go out the window. Is this team just, a remote operation, a satellite meetup, whatever they want to call it, anything but a farm up, obviously. But it's, I think it's nothing but, great for the team. I think, and a lot of the guys out there, they do see it as an opportunity to develop something big, with LAFC. They're just, like I said, they're just upset about the whole situation of, playing away, basically.
Yeah, I mean, what the LA? So the team's going to be training in Los Angeles at the LAFC facility, and they're going to play in Vegas. I saw a bunch of memes people sent to me as well of like the Las Vegas Lights of Los Angeles. Is that kind of something that's been going around of like, well, yeah, they called themselves Las Vegas, but in reality, they're not our team at all.
Yeah, that's basically the feeling, that the Las Vegas Lights of Los Angeles, kind of like, that Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim,
Yeah.
kind of thing, but a little bit more drastic in the situation. I really think that once the first match goes out the window, and once you start seeing improvements with the team, I think that people are going to be a little less reactionary to what's going off the pitch and actually reacting to what's going on the pitch, especially if the team starts doing good, which, the last 2 years have been great for them.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it always is with social. People react however they want, but once the team starts playing good, you got to support them. Do you think LAFC coming in will not only help the Lights on the field, but off the field a bit? Because I know LAFC is doing the on-field stuff, and the Lights will be keeping their front office. Do you think LAFC is going to have that positive influence, a little bit more professional influence on them?
Definitely. LAFC from top to bottom, top-notch staff, from the graphics to everything. I would like to see more of a partnership when it comes to, guys like Alex, Jeff and all of them. I want to see more of that stuff. It's hard because you also want them to keep their own little, sense of personality that they had, their own thing, with their own theming on their socials and so on, and cool stuff with the llama. But in trying to develop that personality, it would be great if LAFC, gave them a hand in that too, and building the brand, making it bigger. If you look at the Lights Instagram, their following went up ever since the announcement. All of our people are all over there. We have arrived in Vegas, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be, and I mean, they're still holding it. I'm guessing it'll continue to get an influence because there's at least a difference between the MLS level of social and FO and everything and the USL level. Do you, in your personal opinion, do you think the fans enjoy this change of becoming, or at least associating with, and possibly becoming a bit more professional compared to the shenanigans the club does to get ticket sales and whatnot?
I think, so I'm going to go a little personal on this one. I want the club to succeed. I want, the Lights to succeed. I want them to keep their personality, their extravagance, but I'm aware that that sort of extravagance is meaningless if there's nothing going on with the team. I can have, we can be out there doing kick contests and all that stuff, but what's going to matter if the club's losing and if they're bleeding money as well? I do think that they might need to sacrifice that a little bit in order to see a more positive impact on the way they run their things and on the field as well. I really think, see, it gets hard because you also don't want them to just be legit LAFC 2, like Galaxy 2. I don't want that.
No, their fans don't want that as well either.
Yeah, that's the fear. But I also kind of do want them to clean up their act and develop some sort of partnership without it changing it as much, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, LAFC, they run their own style. I was talking with Philly from Defenders of the Bank, called it a bit of a mullet, as if their craziness, and it looks good in the front. And my view of it was a bit of like a yin yang. They're the craziness to LAFC's super professionalism. Your personal view, did this surprise you that LAFC went with such an extravagant team to compare to the professional Los Angeles slick black and gold look that the team tries to keep online?
Yeah, I was stoked, super stoked. Somebody had mentioned to me months ago as a rumor, and that was coming from Vegas, from the Vegas side of things. And I didn't really believe it at the time. I'm like, well, this isn't happening. Like, they're not actually, going in there and partnering up with the Lights, are they? That's something I would dream up about. And, like you said too, the extravagance and the professionalism, they don't go hand in hand. Like, this was, wasn't really in the cards. And then it happens. And I couldn't believe it.